Hey, how you holding up? Yeah, that's good. I know it's not easy. Even when it's the right thing, it's still not easy. I mean, only you can know that. Did it feel like the right thing? It's never a good time to break up with someone. It's never a fun thing to do. But it's still the right thing if you're not compatible. Don't second guess yourself. Of course there are things you miss, but do you miss the person or the relationship? Because some things are just relationship things, regardless of who you're with. And I think we usually miss those more than the person, if that makes sense. Especially when it's the wrong person. Yeah. Hey, you'll be okay. I believe that. Yeah, I do. Because here's the thing. You're smart. You're caring. You have a lot of love to give. And you respect yourself enough not to settle. There's nothing wrong with taking your time, or with being a little picky. Being in a relationship takes work, and it's harder when you have to navigate incompatibilities. It's better to be single and work on yourself than to rush into something that isn't right for you. Of course, life is a series of compromises, but some things aren't meant to be compromised. You can compromise on things like pizza toppings when you're with someone, but you can't compromise on fundamental differences in things like values or personality. You can tweak yourself to be a good partner to someone, but you shouldn't change yourself entirely. Soulmates. I'll be honest with you. I don't believe in soulmates. I don't think there's just one right person for all of us. No, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think there are many potential partners out there that can make us happy, in lots of different ways. Sometimes they're specific to a certain time in our lives. Sometimes they have more longevity. Some may have what we need right now, but if we don't grow and change in the same direction, they won't have what we need later. And sometimes that's nobody's fault. We can do our best in relationships and still fail. It sucks, but it happens. The trick is to keep your heart open and be patient. Don't go into any situation thinking you have it all figured out. Get to know a wide variety of people. See how they fit in your life and how you fit in theirs. Wake up every day and reassess the situation. Don't lock yourself into anything because you feel like you have to. Make a choice every day to be happy and healthy in your relationships. If that happens to be with someone else, that's great. If it doesn't, that's great too. And of course, above all things, find some joy in being on your own. No, not that. That's crap. You don't have to love yourself to be worthy of love from others. Whoever said that is awful. We are all worthy of love. And some of us really struggle to love ourselves. What I mean is, learn to appreciate things about being alone. Alone doesn't have to mean lonely. There are lots of great things about being alone, and learning to embrace and enjoy those is important. It makes you more confident. It makes you more interesting. It gives you a foundation that isn't reliant on someone else being there. You're with yourself all the time, every second of every day. Find things to appreciate and have fun with. It doesn't suck, believe me. I know, it's frustrating. And it's not just right person, you know? It's also right place and right time. And even if everything aligns, even if you find someone who fits you just right and feels like someone you could go forward with, there might be other obstacles. Cultural differences, family hang-ups, stuff like that. It's rarely smooth sailing for any relationship, and some have it worse than others. But when it happens, when you find someone who feels like they match you, the obstacles become easier. When it's you and them against whatever comes, it's a fight that's worth having. You just have to be sure you're choosing your fights with care. And you do that by choosing your partners with care. There's no hurry. Let life happen and enjoy it. Eventually, you just might find yourself looking at another person and thinking, yep, this feels right, more right than anything I felt before. And in that moment, no matter what roadblocks are in the way, you'll find a path. because that's when you have something to fight for. You're welcome. I'm glad you're prioritizing your own happiness. You want a hug? You'll be okay. Hang in there. And be gentle with yourself. You never know what's around the next corner.